go out here to the boys' ranch. It's the middle of the summer, and whole different story in that. But it's late, and we're trying to get different kids in different cabins. It's a school function. I'm not employed by the school, but I'm still participating in things. And the lady that's running this said, "Hey, Campbell, great news. I saw the school board agenda. You're getting hired back this Monday." I said, "Darkel, from this moment forward, nothing but good things are going to happen for Jim Campbell." She said, "I believe that." Literally, about time those words escaped my mouth, we hear screaming out in the courtyard. So I go running out there. There's a snake. I have a snake in my classroom. I don't care. I pick the snake up. I throw it in the woods. 5 minutes later, my hand is getting really big. It was a copperhead. 3 days in ICU. Anyway, now good things are going to start happening for me. And they did. 4 years later, I met Candace. We have Jackson and Sally. Folks, I am truly blessed, and I tell people I got to live 2 lives, still living one, in one lifetime. I had the marriage to my first wife and had Caleb and Cody, and most of that was during construction. And since I've been married to Candace and Jackson and Sally, I've been a professional educator. So life is going really good. As most of you know, I do roofing in the summertime to support my teaching habit. And I had a summer 2 years ago where I had nothing to do. No roofs, no nothing. They passed a bond issue to remodel Memorial Gymnasium. They had it all lined out who was going to do what up there. I was not a part of that plan. As it ended up, I became a part of that plan, and Memorial Gym and the remodeling thereof was kind of dumped on me. Sounds like I hit the rewind button. While I'm in there, I hear the same spirit tell me I need to start working on my master's degree. God, I'm 20 years out of school, 55. I was 33 when I went back to school, 53 when I started my master's. I'm thinking 73 I might start the doctorate. I don't know. But it was that same scenario. Took me a while to get enrolled. I take one class, I'm thinking, this is really a master's program? I'm in. Well, next class is research. And did I mention I don't write very well and I have a phobia of writing? Well, that's all research is. Went through it, won't bore you with the details. We're getting ready to start our next class, and the professor comes in and hands us our papers. I made a B in research. I was devastated. I felt like somebody sucker punched me. Don't know why. And again, I couldn't function, folks. The next class we have, you just have to write a reflective paper. Reflective paper's my opinion. I couldn't type anything. Mentally, I was locked up. Call SNU, I need to sit out. Dr. Case, who was just like Dr. Smith, gets on the phone, and she's like, "You're not quitting. If you quit, you're done. I will get a hold of Dr. Cobb, was the class I'm in. I will talk to him. I'll explain to him what's going on. We're not letting you quit. We're going to take care of this." She does, and I end up graduated, only had that one B. Go to take the state test, and folks, I just got a master's degree. I am smart. If I wasn't smart, I wouldn't get a master's degree. I failed the test. I thought, okay, it's a test. There was writing on it. The writing got me. I knew it got me. I didn't know what to expect. Buy online stuff, join a help group, if you will, for those of us that failed the test. I literally spent an hour, hour and a half each night preparing for the next time I take the test. I go and take that test. I walk out of there feeling really good about myself. That was false hope. I did worse on the test. I failed it again, 3 points worse. I don't know why. What I do know is through everything that I've experienced in the past, this test is just another hurdle. God is going to put me where He needs me. My job in this is just to be quiet and listen and do. I can only control what I can control. There were a couple things in here that I had shared with Keith when he was talking about Ephesians. My family back home is still prospering, but when Keith was talking about the Gentiles and how they got caught up in the worldly things and they're just out there wandering, that's kind of my family back home. There's not a whole lot of God in their lives, but they're doing really, really well as far as monetarily and all the things that most people desire. I've got cousins that are just lost. An uncle that passed away that it's one of the few times I really believe I know somebody that went right to hell. And it's unnerving. The other thing, though, that I took out of it was without the hardship and the things that I had gone through, in Ephesians 32, or Ephesians 4:32, it says, "Be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving of one another, just as God, through Christ, has forgiven you." Had I not been the idiot I was growing up, this would have meant nothing to me. I understand forgiveness. I struggle with it in that when I think about some of the things that I have done, I don't deserve it. But it's there. I think God forgives us easier than we forgive ourselves. So I'm not sure. I hope that in some way, those of you that are struggling, I'm not done struggling, but I know I'm going to be blessed. I know that it'll work out. I know that when I stand in front of your kids, I am truly a blessed man to be able to do what I do in life. Thank you.